first ever kiss. Woo! Woo! My first heartbreak. My first toy. I can't remember. Oh, I need to ask my parents. Can I phone a friend? Can I call my parents? Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Joy Ero. Okay, if you see my face for the very first time, you are most definitely welcome. Please, where have you been? Where have you been? Why are you just coming in? Anyways, you're welcome. Hope you join this family. Please join my family, okay? And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming in. I am super excited to have you click in on this video today. So in today's video, you guys, I am going to be doing the first time tag. I decided to hop on this and do, even though this video has trended, retrended, will trend again, let me just put my own out there, okay? So if you guys are interested to hear my own first time experiences, do keep on watching. The first question is, first app you check in the morning. The first app I check in the morning is Spotify. I don't know, I like to listen to podcast messages, so I just plug my earpiece and listen to a message or music before. Then the next, maybe my YouTube studio and so on and so forth. First Instagram or Twitter or Facebook post. My first, I can't remember my Facebook post, I can't remember Twitter post, but I think my first Instagram post, oh my god, that should be 2015 or so, 13 or 14. Anyways, I'm going to put the picture here so that you guys can see. It's a picture where I wore this green something. I'm going to put it here, you guys are going to see. So the third is my first car. My first car was a what's the name of this car? Acura. Was an Acura car. That car was so beautiful. It has this very black leather seat inside. Like, there is nowhere in Nigeria that I did not drive that car to. Like, hey, Julie Bright, you remember that car, right? I'm sure she does. There's nowhere that I didn't cruise that car to in Nigeria. So Acura was my first car, and I still love that car till tomorrow. First makeup item you ever owned. The first makeup item I ever owned was this wet lips, this lip gloss that used to be very, it's a lip gloss, I don't know how to explain it again, this shiny lip that we used to use those days. That's my first makeup ever owned. First time you ever got into a trouble at home or in school. Okay, the first time I got into a trouble at home, I can't remember in school, but this one at home I would never forget. There's this guy in my compound also. He's very slim, you know. In my mind I thought he's somebody I can just beat like that and just deal with him anyhow. So he likes looking for trouble a lot. So that day was looking for trouble, and me, I just came like, oh, I'm going to deal with you like this. That boy beats me shaggy, like oh my god, that guy beats shaggy come up my body. At a point I wasn't passing that road again. When I'm going out, I'll go and look for somewhere else and pass, especially when people are outside. So that was the first and the last time I went into a fight. Since then till tomorrow, when fight is coming from left, Joy will run through the right, and I'm out of the I don't know, I don't want problem. The next is first foreign country you ever visited. The first foreign country I visited was, I think, India, or is it Ethiopia? India also. India, I think. First time you are allowed to put on makeup. The first time I was allowed to put on makeup should be in my secondary school, because my mom is a very yoppy person, okay? So when we're on weekend like this, I used to feast her wet and wave, and those are Chinese week, one of those days I will now make I think that was when I was doing my music. I think that's the first time. Anyways, first plane ride. First plane ride. My first plane ride, I will never forget this, was in May 21st 2010, or is it 10 or 11? 2010. And what happened was that Papi came back into the country. He came back into Nigeria, and I went to Lagos to pick him up, okay? So I went, oh my god. So that, I'm going to leave a picture the way I was dressed that day in that plane ride. So I was dressed like the person that is coming from the Jan. Why the person I came to pick from the airport, which is Papi, he was just casually dressed. Like you guys, when the local flights from Lagos to Benin, okay? When we're in the flights, I think those people in the airport now, you know the way they used to attract people and say, give me. They left the person that came from abroad, which is Papi, and they were telling me, madam, how was your trip? this is that's just something because of the way I dress, you guys. I even wore high heel just to go pick somebody from Lagos airport to Benin. Like, that was the first time I entered a flight, and it was so God. Thank you, Papio. You have helped my life. It's the first YouTuber you subscribe to. I didn't know anything about YouTube until I became a mom. I think I was looking for cartoon for my son. I think Chuchu TV or so. That's the first time I ever subscribed to any YouTuber. Chuchu TV, because his boyfriend or girlfriend. Hey, my first boyfriend. My first boyfriend, I was already a big girl when I met him, so it didn't work out. So move on. I'm not going to call any names here. So if you're expecting to hear a name, you failed. First celebrity crush. Oh my God, my first celebrity crush was Usher, you guys. You know the way Usher used to trim his hair that time. He would not line the front like this. Usher will not begin. Oh my God, I used to love Usher a lot. Usher Raymond, I love him a lot. I still do like him anyways. But while I started evolving, became a big girl, then Gerard Butler just came in from nowhere and just snatched this baby girl away. Okay, don't judge. So first cooking experience. I was in secondary school and I cooked something for my father, and that food was horrible. 100% horrible. Like, my dad could not eat that food. Like, the food was just I don't want to think about it. Horrible. Okay, first ever date. My first date, I went to I'm not going to call the name. Papi knows this person. Papi knows this person. Oh my God. I'm not going to say B name. So Yvonne and Papi should know who I'm talking about. This person and Christy, they know who I'm talking about. It's a B name. And it took me out for this night of 1,000 laugh. Damn, that time the night of 1,000 laugh was raining in Lagos. I had so much fun anyway. So that's my first date. It was an amazing date. Okay, my first ever kiss. My first ever kiss. Hey God, oh, this water exposed me. My first ever kiss was, when was it? It was a long time ago, a very long time ago. I can't remember the details now, but it was a long time ago, and I can't even remember. I'm not even going to go into details anymore. My first friend. My first friend should be Patience Otobo. We attended secondary school together, I think, primary school together. Patience Otobo. That should be my first friend. Yeah. My first language is English, but if it's my dialect, then Ishan. My first fear. My first fear was the fear of carrying belle outside of wedlock. The fear of unwanted pregnancy was what kept me in check all through, because I grew up in Warri and Lagos, like I said, and my parents were always very busy, always working. My mom was working, you know, go out in the morning and come back in the evening, so I was always like alone, okay, and the only child. But the fear of that unwanted belle, because I used to see people who took in out of wedlock and the boy abandoned them, their family is not struggling or something, and they just end up destroying their career and nothing, you know. That fear was what kept me away from boys. I didn't want to put myself in a situation where I have to bring an unwanted child and people start pointing finger, hey, never married, don't, you know, that kind of a thing. That was what put me in check. And this is not to tease anyone who that happened to, please. This is just me explaining my own experience, but that was what kept me in check. The fear of unwanted pregnancy. My first heartbreak. So my first heartbreak was in 2000 and a year before I met my husband. That should be 2008. Okay, this was somebody that we were preparing to get married. Okay, he told me not. He used to come to my house when he comes back from offshore like this. He used to work in X-Cravos. Okay, when he comes back from offshore, he comes to my house and do everything, you know. And all of a sudden, he just decided not to. In fact, I'm not even going to go into details. So that was my first heartbreak. You guys, I locked myself indoor for 2 weeks. I did not come out. My mom was bringing food, bringing water. I was heartbroken, and I was very young. Looking at myself now, like, what is your business with marriage? As at that time, this particular person broke your heart. Why? Ask yourself, John. Anyways, I'm grateful he did, because after I broke my heart, I stayed 1 whole year without dating anybody before I met Papi. So thank you, uncle, for breaking my heart and letting me to grab the man of my dream. Okay, my first pet. I don't have any pets. I have never had any pets. My first love is the person that broke my heart. Okay, the person that carried my heart and took it like this, smashed it on the ground, carried the remaining pieces and smashed again. My first piercing, okay? I think the first piercing I got was while I was a baby, which is these two. Although I tried to do another two, but another pair, but he didn't work out. So I think this is my piercing. Okay, my first thoughts today. My first thoughts today when I woke up was, hey God, how am I going to do these children today so that I can film video? How am I going to do them? What am I going to do? What is the plan? That was my first thought, to be 100% honest. My first toy, I can't remember. I need to ask my parents. Can I phone a friend? Can I call my parents? If I cannot, then I'm sorry, I can't remember my first toy. Okay? My first sexual experience. I'm not going to answer it here. I'm going to do a story time about this. Don't ask me when, but I'm going to do a story time about my first sexual experience. My first tattoo. I don't have any tattoo, so there's no first in that region. My first YouTube video. Ooh. My first YouTube video, you guys. I just woke up. We were going somewhere. Papi and I had a meeting somewhere, okay? And we're going, and I just remember that this YouTube I've been procrastinating for a long time. Let me start vlogging, and that's why I brought out my phone. Hi guys, we are going to the business bay. We have a quick meeting in the business bay. There was no intro, there was no outro, there was no throw. I just picked up my camera, and I just but actually that video actually made me come over that fear of, you know, not wanting to create content. So that was my first video, but I thank God for baby steps. We're not there yet, but we're definitely, you know, evolving every day. My first concert, I think I said that with my first date, was Night of 1,000 Laughs. My first book I remember reading, Trills and Booms. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. Trills and Booms. That's the first book. Those love novel. I'm the Baba. I have a lot of them. I used to read it a lot. So my first film or movie, I cannot remember my first film or movie, but I know that I like Home Alone a lot. I watch Home Alone on repeat, so maybe I should say that. The next is first person you text when something good happens to you, aside my husband. Okay, Papi is the first person. Aside my husband, the next is Stephanie with Som's Kitchen and Lifestyle. Like that girl, me and her can be on a call for 2 hours and we are talking and we are not bored. Stephanie is like, we should start using those 2 hours to be doing things instead of talking. Anyways, we just plug our earpiece, we are doing things, we are cooking, we are doing what we are doing, and we are talking. So when I have any good news after talking to Papi, I call Stephanie or text her. It's first text I received this morning. I'm not sure I've received any text message this morning. My battery is dead now. That checked. Is the first person I talked to today on the phone. I haven't spoken to anybody today. Actually, this is the first thing I do every morning. The first thing I do every morning is to drink water, because after breastfeeding all through the night, I'm dehydrated. Drink water, then check my phone, pray. Very important, pray. The first time I got a speeding ticket, I haven't gotten any speeding tickets. Then finally, my first fist fight. I said it before, it was when I fought with that young man that looks very slim and I thought I could beat him. Then he showed me pepper. Anyways, that's all the questions I have here. I did enjoy making this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you subscribed to my channel already. If you've not subscribed, take 1 second, just hit on that red button, turn it gray, okay? Subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, okay? Tell me if you want to hear that story. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye and stay blessed.